in the 16th and 17th centuries, which marks name the period of the infancy of contemporary bourgeois society. Worship of the money system based on precious metals gave rise to mercantilism as a system of views which programmed money with the intrinsic value, gold and silver, as the only wealth. The idea of using paper money tokens was applied in Asia much earlier than in Europe. In Asia, the early Middle Ages witnessed the formation of colossal authoritarian empires, which encompasses many nationalities. It was apparently the need for trade in such vast empires with a shortage of full-value metallic money, and the difficulties of circulating it as the volume of trade expanded that acted as a stimulating factor in the introduction of paper money. Paper money was known in the 13th century in China during the empire of the Mongol Kublai Khan. It is believed that it was used even earlier in China under the Sung dynasty defeated by the Mongols. But it is difficult to form a definite idea of the nature of the pre-Mongol paper money circulation owing to the lack of data. As for money circulation under Kublai Khan, there is very definite information about it in the descriptions given by the Venetian merchant Marco Polo, who lived for a long time in China during the rule of Kublai Khan in the second half of the 13th century. Marco Polo gave such a detailed description of the issue of paper money and its circulation in Kublai Khan's Mongol Empire or the Yuan dynasty in China that there can be no doubt about the sophistication of the money system which existed at that time. From Marco Polo's descriptions, we know that a special paper was made for the printing of money and that it was cut into pieces of money of different sizes, nearly square, but somewhat longer than they are wide. These pieces were used for paper money of different denominations. The preparation of this paper money is authenticated with as much form and ceremony as if it were actually of pure gold and silver. Marco Polo continues, we are also told that to each node, a number of officers specially appointed not only subscribed their names but affixed their signatures as well. In conclusion, the principal officer appointed by His Majesty, having dipped into vermilion the royal seal committed to his custody, stamps with it the piece of paper, so that the form of the seal tinged with the vermilion remains impressed upon it, by which it receives full authenticity as current money. This establishes procedure for the issue of paper money with the participation of several officials, maintained a strict system and mutual control during this process. Unfortunately, Marco Polo does not reveal the principles by which the officials were guided in determining the volume of paper money to be issued. He only remarks that in large quantities, this paper currency is circulated in every part of the Great Khan's dominions. This inquisitiveness of the Venetian did not go to such lengths as to be interested in this site, which is important for understanding the economic essence of paper money circulation during the rule of Kublai Khan in China. But we learned that paper money not only had mandatory circulation, but most important, it also had stable purchasing power, for it was possible to buy any commodities with it, and it was freely exchanged for precious metals. Should anyone be desirous of procuring gold or silver for the purposes of manufacture, such as of bringing cups, girdles, or other articles wrought of these metals, they in the like manner apply to the mint, and for their paper obtain the bullion they require. Should a person happen to possess paper money which from long use became damaged, he could take it to the mint, where by paying only 3% of the value, he could receive new notes in exchange. Pointing out that the troops of Kublai Khan received their pay in paper money, which for them had the same value as gold and silver. Marco Polo makes a quite profound observation. Upon these grounds, it may certainly be affirmed that the Grand Khan has a more extensive command of treasure than any other sovereign in the universe. This remark shows that not only the power of the sword, but also the financial basis supported the might of the Mongol Yuan dynasty in China.